finance.
Ain't no dang jokers.
Alrighty, folks, big video. So in this video, I want to address the last time I was ever bullied in life. Hey there, folks!
You're spending more of our money on those stocks? I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Boy, did I get brutalized today.
That's a pretty good one. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Yes, we're doing another grift live stream where you either super chat me $10 or you Venmo me $9. See the pinned comment, and I'll cover whatever topic you want. It can be a stonk, it can be a crypto, it can be an ETF, it could be anything you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be investment related. But you either super chat me $10 or you Venmo me $9. I personally recommend that you Venmo because you don't pay sales tax and you save $1. And I also get more money too because YouTube and Apple don't get a cut of the super chat. So either super chat $10 or Venmo me $9 and we'll talk about whatever you freaking clowns want to. And in the meantime, we're going to sit here and chill out with the members. And even if you don't super chat, we're just hanging out, bro. That's it. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Here's the Venmo. It's in the pinned comment. Okay. Give me money. Thank you. Crypto Panther is the number one. Welcome, good sir. You are so loyal. You're such a loyal fan. What would I do without you? You must miss your ex-wife. I actually forgot she was in that video. Yes, I miss her dearly. Every night I just cry myself to sleep because my queen. Jeremy for president. Yeah. Honestly, if Jeremy ran for president, I would vote for him because just seeing that clown as the president would be the funniest thing in the world. Either him or AOC, either one would be absolutely freaking hilarious as president. Just complete clown world. We're already in clown world. You might as well just make it more clownish. She's smiling right now. I don't know. She's probably nagging somebody right now. How you doing, Strom? I'm pretty good. How are you, Andrew? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Did you 10X today in the stock market? Jeremy admitted to having addition to stocks, and that's why he bought Tattooed Chef. He admitted to having addition to stocks. That's why he bought Tattooed Chef. Such a great. I don't understand what that comment means. I don't know what that comment means, good sir, but yeah, Jeremy's a moron. Sup, Andrew? How's it going? What's up? Oh, Gil. Gil. Don't be a bad boy. How's it going, man? How you doing? Oh, we got Sasha Yanchin. Where's my super chat, boy? What do you want me to cover today, bro? Where's my Venmo, my super chat? This is a pretty good grift, though. The first time I did this, I was just laying in bed. I'm like, I'm going to try this new thing. I'm like, okay, if you super chat me $10, then blah, 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 blah. And I got like $130 of super chat. I'm like, damn, this could actually work. But my views, bro, my views. Doing great. Laughing at Dan, tracking my stocks. Gil, we can't track you, bro. You need to give us public information. Oh, we got our first one of the night from my loyal fan, Crypto Panther, for $9. You little grifter. You stole a cent from me, you disgusting human. Well, fine, $9.99. You got me, bro. Please explain to Gil what SATA is and how it's so bullish for ASST. SATA. What is SATA? I've never heard of that in my life. All right, hold on a minute. SATA. ETF? What is it? Oh. Okay, are we sharing? Strive Asset Management. Hold on a minute. Strive announces proposed initial public offering of SATA stock. So I guess Strive is ASST. So November 3rd, Strive today announced that subject to market and other conditions, it intends to conduct an IPO of 1.2 million shares of Strive's variable rate Series A perpetual preferred stock. When you see a preferred stock, that usually comes with a dividend, okay? Which means cash has to leave the business. And if a company's not generating cash flow from operations, I wonder where the cash is going to come from. It's first going to come from the balance sheet, and then eventually it's going to come from new capital raises or selling the assets of the business. What? I don't understand. Strive intends to use the net proceeds for general corporate purposes, including the acquisition of Bitcoin and for working capital, the purchase of income-generating assets to grow the company's business, other capital expenditures, repurchases of shares. No, you need to hold on to these shares. You need to hold on to the cash as long as possible. The stock will accumulate cumulative dividends at a variable rate per annum on the stated amount of $100 per share. Oh, you're totally going to get those dividends, bro. Regular dividends on the stock will be payable when, as and if declared by Strive's board of directors, out of funds legally available for their payment, monthly in arrears on the 15th calendar day of each month, beginning on December 15th, 2025. The initial monthly regular dividend per annum will be 12%. Wow, that I'm sure. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at ASST. I'm sure their business is just like printing cash, bro. Oh my God. Wow, look at this business, bro. Let's look at their cash flows. Oh, look, they have negative operating cash flow. Yeah, they got so much cash to pay those dividends, bro. So last quarter, it burned $5 million of cash in operations. And how much was their balance sheet? Okay, so they had $12 million of cash. I mean, I'm sure they raised more, but they burned $5 million of cash from operations. Where do you think the money from the dividends is going to come from? And do you think you're actually going to get the 12%? Financing cash. Yeah, I mean, they must have had new capital raises, but it's a Ponzi scheme. The money's going to come from other investors to pay the dividends. However, Strive will have the right, in its sole and absolute discretion, to adjust the monthly dividend applicable to subsequent regular dividend periods. Strive's right to adjust the monthly regular dividend will be subject to certain restrictions. For example, Strive will not be permitted to reduce the monthly regular dividend by more than the following amount from the regular dividend rate applicable to the prior dividend period, the sum of 25 basis points, and the excess of 1 month term SOFR rate. I don't even understand what this means. Okay, so basically they have the right to change the dividend. So you're buying a variable rate preferred stock from a company that has no core business except buying Bitcoin. Sounds like a great idea, everybody. Sounds like it's really going to work out for you. They're doing the same thing MicroStrategy's doing. That's exactly what they're doing. If you have a garbage business, you always turn to buying cryptocurrency. What a freaking joke. Is this thing, can you, like, let's see if it's on here. SATA. Oh, wow. Look at the dividends. Who's buying this? Who is buying this? God, I don't understand. Oh my God. All right. That was a funny one. So it looks like they're perfectly copying MicroStrategy. Let's see. All right, going back to member-only comments. I'm now here. Watch the viewer count go up. Yeah, it's you, bro. You should just start your own channel, bro. I got my own stock trading guy. He tracks them better than I track mine. You got a stock trading guy. You want to laugh at some people saying Nvda is Enron, think they're lying about the finance. Yeah, I don't think it's Enron. I think they are generating lots of revenue. I think a lot of large corporations and other businesses around the world are buying a lot of their chips and GPUs and etc. It's Enron, bro. It's Enron. Didn't 10x, 20x because I'm a baller. Oh, I'm sorry. You 20x. Good job. You haven't seen the video Jeremy made about having an addiction? Is this a recent video? It's a hilarious. No, I mean, maybe I have. I don't remember it. Or unless it's a new video, because I don't watch him. I don't track other people's stocks. I used to like 2 years ago, but I'm too focused on my own stuff. Exactly. I know, bro. Not sure why Dan wants to track my stocks. I hope he lays off the booze. LMAO, bro. I'm still going to laugh at you when my share's trading at $2 plus. But Gil, as soon as it falls, oh, bro, I sold it, bro. Ha, 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 ha. You keep making my day as if I don't know this info. As if I don't know. Well, didn't you say in the last video you didn't know that, or you were like comparing MicroStrategy to ASST, and you said that they had like, they were better off because of that. I mean, maybe they don't have debt, but they have preferred shares, which they have to pay interest on, or they have to pay dividends on. Okay. Oh, we got another one. Who do we got here? Oh, you want two? Is that how this works? You get two. I'll do one. Which one do you want? You look grifter. Oh, is that Canadian dollar? You little grifter. You little grift. You're trying to grift me, boy. I'm not happy with you right now. Choose one. How much is 10 Canadian dollars? Hold on a minute. 10 Canadian dollars to you. You gave me $7. Okay, hold on. How much is 288 Canadian dollars to USD? Or no, sorry, USD to Canadian dollars. You owe me four Canadian dollars, you little grifter. Let's go. It's $10 US. I'm waiting. $7 will get you a biggie bag at Wendy's Amerifast. Okay, he said, okay, if you send 14 Canadian dollars, I'll do the 2. Going forward, everybody. Going forward, it is US dollars. You can either super chat 10 US dollars or you can Venmo me 9 US dollars. Okay. I live in America. I'm an American. We rule the world. We are the only empire, the only superpower. Okay. We do this in dollars. I don't want you guys to be confused. Okay. Let's go. Pay up, boy. Where's my money? All right. We'll do member only comments. Let's see. You're hilarious. I thought the nav was the issue. Now it's this. Gil, you are entertaining, Gil. You should start your own YouTube channel. You are a comedian. You wasted $10. I thought it was money well spent. I didn't even know that thing existed. Wow, another stupid financing scheme from a garbage company to buy a worthless asset. Shocker. LOL. Strongman doesn't even understand. I don't understand how. Look, the way they're calculating how to change their interest rate or their dividend payment. No, that was like gobbledygook to me. Okay. But what I do understand is where dividends come from. Okay. I know where dividends come from. They come from cash. They're cash. How do you get cash? Oh, well, you got to make money, or you got to issue shares or take on debt. Okay, this is not complicated. All right, he paid up, baby. He paid up. Okay. How much was this? 24 Canadian to USD. Okay, you grifted me out of $3. Okay, going forward, everybody. Oh, here you go. There you go. This guy topped you up. Thank you very much. It's US dollars. United States of America. America, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. RZLV. We'll start with that one. All right. RZLV. 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 Resolve. Is this the correct one? Hold on a minute. RZLV. Resolve AI PLC. Oh my God. Am I sharing? I'm always paranoid I'm not sharing. Okay, I think I'm sharing. This is it. Resolve AI PLC. Market cap 906 million. Trailing revenue of 5 million. Trailing net income of negative 217 million. No PE, no forward PE. But it's a strong buy. This is a clown stock. Right off the bat. Don't even have to look at it. Okay. Oh, it went up, bro. It's up 13% on the year. What is this? Resolve AI PLC provides generative AI solutions for the retail and e-commerce sections in the United Kingdom, Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory, and the U.S. Its platform empowers retailers' brands to create dynamic connections across various locations. All right, that tells me nothing about the company. Let's go look. AI that transforms commerce from search to checkout. Reignite the love for retail with human-like conversations, smarter search and product discovery optimized for revenue with strategic partnerships with Microsoft, Google, and Tether. Tether? What is this? Okay. Create unified shopping experience that turns shopper intent into purchase. We're transforming the landscape with AI-first solutions that create seamless, personalized, make every shopping moment unforgettable. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so I guess it's like you ask it questions and it gives you recommendations. AI-first conversational commerce. Brain checkout. Okay, so they're kind of giving us examples here. Okay, so basically you can chat with it. You can use the software to chat with it, and it gives you recommendations. Okay, wow. You know what I could also do? I go look on Amazon. You think I trust this? You're probably getting ripped off. Okay, I kind of get what it does. Okay, let's look at the profits, bro. It's got semi-annual reports, broy. Negative revenue. How the hell does it have negative revenue? Okay, somehow it had negative revenue back in 2022. Interesting. All right, so I guess revenue's picking up. Okay, they got some growing revenue there. Let's look at the margins. Operating margin, negative 513%. Profit margin, negative 915%. Free cash flow margin, negative 315%. Cash flow. Just incinerating cash. In the most recent 6 months, they burned 19.8 million USD. What's their balance sheet like? Oh my God. They had 9 million of cash. So they had 9 million of cash, and in 6 months, the last 6 months, they burned 19 million. You know how much capital raises or debt they're going to be packing on and/or debt? So they had 22 million of current assets, 93 million of current liabilities with some unearned revenue. Okay, so they got a lot of cash up front, basically. They got short-term debt coming due. Is that what they're doing? Are they issuing debt to stay afloat? Yeah, they're issuing short-term debt to basically stay alive. How much interest are they paying? Let's see. All right. So their operating income in the most recent 6 months was negative 32 million on 2 million of interest expense. And the 6 months before that, they paid 7.5 million of interest. Where's the share count? Woo! What the hell's going on with this company? Okay, so like On December 31st, 2026, they had 162 million shares. 6 months later, they had 233 million shares. They're issuing shares like freaking crazy. Debt, share issuance. What is this? Like, and it's a freaking penny stock, of course. Man, I don't know about this one, man. This seems like a pretty risky stock. They're not even guiding for profits. There's no forward PE. No. Garbage. Speculative. All right, what was the other one? FTNT. Isn't that Fortinet? Fortinet. All right. $80 stock. $59 billion market cap. $6.55 billion of trailing revenue. And they're actually profitable. Wow. $1.87 billion of profits. PE ratio of 32 and forward PE of 28. Okay. No dividend. What do? They provide cybersecurity and convergence of networking and security solutions. They offer secure networking solutions that focus on the convergence of networking and security. Firewalls, as well as encrypted application, wireless LAN solutions. Okay, so it's basically an IT software company. Board integrated, built intelligent. Only Fort's AI. Oh, of course, it's AI. Everything's AI now. Converged, strongman AI. Get 1 billion subs. Converged security and networking. Simplify security. Protect data with AI-powered, cloud-centric software. SASE. I'm not sure what that means. All right, so it's a freaking software company. Let's go look at the stock price. Wow, it's done pretty good. They've done pretty good. Look at, wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has beat the S&P 500. All right, let's look at revenue. Okay, we got some pretty healthy revenue growth. 14% year over year in the most recent report, so that's pretty good. Let's look at margins. Very high gross margin, software. Very high operating margin, that's good. 31%, they've been improving their margins. Very good. Profit margin, very solid profit margins. And pretty decent free cash flow margin. Earnings per share has been exploding over time. Share change. They've actually been doing some buybacks. Look at this. Wow. Buybacks, revenue growth, profit growth. Let's look at their balance sheet. All right. They had a pretty big drop in their cash. Wonder what they did. But the most recent quarter, they had $3.12 billion in cash and short-term investments. $1.1 billion in receivables. Current liquid assets of just under $5 billion. Short-term debts of $4.7 billion, but basically all of it is unearned revenue, which is cash you've received up front, but you haven't earned yet. So basically people are paying up front. Now you can see it looks like it's kind of decelerating, like the unearned revenue growth. There's some deceleration there, but it's still growing. So people are still piling more and more money up front, buying the services up front, basically. So their liquidity is very good. Property, plant, equipment, $1.6 billion of PP&E. A little bit of goodwill. Looks like they're doing some acquisitions recently in the last year or so, but nothing crazy. Cash. Okay, or debt. Okay, so it looks like they paid off a lot of debt. So long-term debt dropped pretty significantly. Current portion of long-term debt. Oh, no, they just have some debt coming due. We'll go look at the statement of cash flows. Long-term unearned revenue. Yeah, so they have 3.1 billion of long-term unearned revenue and 3.4 billion of current unearned revenue. So they got a lot of cash up front, and they're going to be obviously transforming that into revenue as they deliver the service. Operating cash flow has been doing pretty good. Let's see. Capital expenditures. Yeah, they're not really going too crazy with capital expenditures. Let's see. A little bit of stock issuance, but a lot of buybacks as well. So it looks like a lot of the cash. Yeah, they're doing some serious. Look at this. God, they spent almost 1.9 billion. They're really ramping up buybacks. That's why the cash balance dropped. I thought they had paid off debt, but it was just once debt is due within a year or less, it gets moved to short-term debt. So they actually didn't pay off any debt. It's just coming due within a year. So, but they are massively accelerating buyback. So, I mean, overall, the balance sheet's very solid, very good liquidity. The debt is not that crazy. They got $500 million in debt, short-term debt, long-term debt. We'll see how much interest is eating up their operating. Yeah, their interest is nothing. So, like, their most recent operating income was $545 million, and they spent $6 million on interest. Okay, they're going to be fine. And then they made $40 million in interest and investment income. So the debt's not a problem for this company. Oh yeah, I mean, overall, like the financials are solid. The financials are solid. I mean, what would kill a company like this, obviously, is if they have their next earnings report, they say, "Oh, we're guiding for much lower revenue than we initially anticipated." That could annihilate the company's valuation. It could happen, okay? But the financials themselves are fine. Like, I don't see anything egregious that's wrong with this company. But, like, I'm not an expert in freaking software or, IT and cybersecurity, but I don't see any glaring red flags, at least from a financial standpoint. But that doesn't mean the stock couldn't collapse if they miss expectations in the future. So you really have to understand the industry. How does it differentiate itself from other cybersecurity platforms? How well is it doing versus its competition? Is it gaining market share, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And I don't know. What was that? There was an outage with what was the freaking? Wasn't there an outage like a day or two ago? I couldn't refresh my X feed, and then I couldn't. What else? There was a couple things I couldn't do because there was an outage with software. But I mean, the financials look good. Where the stock price is going to go, I have no freaking idea. But the buybacks was shocking. Like they're doing a lot of buybacks. Whatever. All right, so that's Fortinet. That was better than the freaking first one you gave me. That first one's a freaking clown stock. All right, let's check Venmo. I'm always paranoid it's not going to freaking ding. Ding-a-ling. Can you touch my ding-a-ling, baby? Yes, my king. Oh, yeah. Any questions, anybody? Any topic you want, okay? It doesn't have to be a stonk. It doesn't have. You can ask me, like, stories from my personal life. Well, whatever you freaking want, okay? Obviously, I'm not going to reveal everything, but whatever you guys freaking want. We're just hanging out here, and I'm grifting you. It's a win-win scenario. All right. Calling it Enron. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. Obviously, Nvda gets audited. So the only way it could be Enron is if the auditors are in on it, which I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Enron, too. What are they doing differently, Gil? Yeah, it's recent. Bro, you got to pay $20. Oh, my God. We got a super chat from the world famous Sasha. Sasha, he's from Russia. Can I get a full hands-on product analysis of Rick based on your extensive after-hours personal search? I think I know what. Let me double check and see what Rick is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Actually, let's see if Sasha grifted me. Let's see how close he is to 10 USD. 7.67 pounds to USD. Oh, I grifted him. I actually got 2 cents. I got $10.02 out of Sasha. All right, let's go check out Rick's. And then I guess I'll tell you my experiences in the club, bro. Did this company get busted for fraud? Hold on. I'm pretty sure they got busted for fraud. Yeah, this was a meme in the Capital Mindset Discord. This thing just got absolutely cooked. Hold on. Rick's fraud. Auditor allegedly bribed with Rick's Cabaret lap dances indicted for fraud in New York. What kind of loser do you have to be bribed by a lap dance? Okay, when I was like 21, oh, lap dance, because her babies are in my face. Oh, it feels so good. Look, I'm aged beyond lap dances. Okay, you're not gonna bribe me. If you're gonna bribe me, you better give me some freaking cash, boy, or you better give me some shares of VT. A lap dance, really? And you can't even touch. So recently I went to one in New Orleans, right? And they have these machines. Like you go to a machine and you have to insert your cash into the machine in order to get the dance. So you're sitting there, the girl's staring at you. I'm not going to dance unless you pay me. And then you got to put money in the freaking machine. I didn't do that. I actually tried to negotiate with the dancers in New Orleans. Oh, she got mad. Oh, there was one who was she was covered in tattoos, but there's something about her. I thought she was really attractive. I was like, oh, you know what? You're like a dirty girl, but you know, I could indulge once or twice, right? So she comes up and I'm like, she's like, oh, it's $20 or something like that. And I'm like, how about 10? How about $10 and we'll do it? She's like, and she explodes as soon as I try to negotiate with her. She's like, I'm worth more than that. And she like storms off. And then basically for the rest of the night, she's like staring at me with dagger eyes, like hating me, hating my guts because I dared try to negotiate with her. And when we were walking out, she looks at me and she's like, oh no, he's leaving. How sad. And I'm like, don't worry, baby. I'll be back tomorrow. But that was my most recent experience with a Rick's adjacent institution in New Orleans. They're so stupid. Like, they're so stupid. Dude, don't waste your time. You can't even touch. I'd rather spend money like on a date trying to get cheeks. At least there's a chance. With this, nothing's going to happen. Alton Plunkett. His name's Plunkett. I'm taking a big Plunkett right now. RCI allegedly bribed Plunkett to avoid $8 million in taxes. Somebody committed tax fraud by getting bribed with a dance. Really? Yeah, I'm going to risk my license on a dance. You better give me like $10 million. The New York State auditor who allegedly accepted dances to help the parent company of Rick's Cabaret and other clubs avoid millions of taxes has been indicted for fraud. Is he a CPA? Let's see. Alton Plunkett. Is this the CEO or the auditor? I wonder if he's a CPA. This guy's cooked. He's so. How do you get bribed with dances? What kind of freaking loser do you have to be? He pleaded not guilty to charges of criminal tax fraud, bribery, conspiracy, and falsifying business records. His plea came 2 weeks after New York AG Letitia James. Isn't Letitia James in trouble too? Charged RCI Hospitality and 5 executives, including the CEO, over their alleged 13-year bribery scheme. Bro, give me a dance, bro. Yeah, I'm going to get thrown to jail over a dance. So many beautiful women. Oh, yes, my queen. They just want your money, moron. The taxes were owed on dance dollars, an in-house currency that clubs sold to customers for various services. What kind of services are we talking about here? Plunkett allegedly received at least 13 complimentary trips to clubs in the Miami area. Oh, Miami. Including up to several $1,000s per day of dances. This guy's a loser. I wonder what he looks like. Let's see what he looks like. Alton. His name's Alton. Whoa, my name's Alton Plunkett. He's got to be a 4 Eyes. Hold on a minute. Let's see what he looks like. Yep, we have an inkwell here. Look at this guy. I guess he does have to pay for play. Oh my God. What a freaking clown. I mean, I'm not surprised. This kind of industry, they're committing tax fraud. Oh, wow, I'm shocked. But what really shocks me is that somebody would get bribed for dances. Like, no, I want money. F off. Okay. So stupid. That's pretty funny. That was a good recommendation. Sasha, thank you. Oh, man. Please have the requests keep coming. You're helping me build a short. Dude, this actually is like a good source of things to short. Because, like, some of the companies they give me, it's like, what the hell is this? No Venmos. Everybody likes to super chat. Everybody likes to pay sales tax, bro. If Bitcoin goes to 150K, none of the issues matter. Yeah, if it goes to 150K. Bro, if that happens, we're all happy. I mean, if crypto's going to 150K, the stock market's going ballistic too. Probably. True. I got me some Bitcoin Group SE massively under. Oh, man. It's undervalued, bro. I did a DCF. Do you know who Mike Alfred is? Market is going to massively risk on because Nvda and Trump. I mean, I keep hearing about how the economy's so bad, blah, 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 blah. But I think it's like poorer people in America or like lower income people are really struggling. But like the top 10% are doing better than ever and they're spending money like crazy. And they're kind of powering the economy. It's them and then all the investment into data centers. That's kind of like keeping the U.S. GDP growing and the economy growing. But a lot of like middle class, lower income people are struggling. So that's how you see that difference. We're becoming a very stratified society. LMAO. That was a good one. Somebody asked, Strongman, I always know you get white girls, but is it okay that I'm dating a girl from Hong Kong? It's going really well after 2 months, and we both want kids and our cat. Look, if that makes you happy, that's fine. I mean, personally, I wouldn't, but I mean, if you want to date somebody from Hong Kong, I mean, what do you want me to do? You pull my hair out and be mad? Look at Strongman feigning ignorance. I know everything. I'm not ignorant. What happened with Cindy? Thinks, I don't know nothing happened with her. We never met. I was suspicious of her too. I think she was kind of rotund, if you catch my drift. This is exactly the sort of analysis I was after. You got your money's worth on that one. Best request so far. Anything you want. Anything you want, okay? Like, I'm not going to give you my home address or my bank account numbers, but you know what I'm saying. You want me to talk about any stories, whatever you freaking want. We're just hanging out. And I'm making that money, GDP. Where's my check? We're just going to outsource workforce with Tesla robots. I'm sure at some point in the future, there will be a club with robots, and there will be losers in there paying for it. I will not be surprised. So glad I sold Rick. Yeah, it's kind of a meme. It won't let me super chat for $10. Goes from 9. Unacceptable. You stole a cent from me, you disgusting human being. Somebody tries to super chat me in Canadian dollars. Crypto Panther grifts me out of a cent. You people are disgusting. Bitcoin Group SE is undervalued to NAV. I mean, 21 million Bitcoin times 150K equals 3 trillion market value. I mean, like, Bitcoin could go anywhere, dude. It really could. It could go to $1. It could go to $1 million per coin. But there's nothing like tethering it to anything. It's just there. And people are trading coins between each other. But at some point, like with all these hodlers, if you never sell, you're never going to actually realize any profits. So the whole point of Bitcoin is that you just accumulate it, bro. You just accumulate it, and that's it. You hold it forever. Well, if that's the case, yeah, okay, the coin could go up to $1 trillion per coin, but if nobody's selling it, it's worthless. You might as well not have it at all. Ha 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 ha. Someone have strongman analyze VT. Oh, that would be a tough one. That'd be a real tough one. Nice pad, bro. Yeah, this is my house, bro. You like it? Hong Kong girl don't like that I got 10% of my portfolio in Alibaba, though. The rest in VT, so she might have to go. Yeah, how dare you? Break up with her now. She doesn't like your stocks. Break up with her. Get one last clap, though, then dump her. That's a mistake I made with another girl. I had this girl I was like hooking up with, and she pissed me off. She's supposed to come over like in a couple days. I should have just let her come over, got the cheeks one more time, and then cut her off. But I made a mistake with that one. So, oh well. Griff stream. Oh. Pay pigs. That's right, boys. You better freaking pay up. You better give me some freaking money. Man. Woo! I got pretty intoxicated last night. I'm not going to lie. Pretty intoxicated. I hate drinking so much. I really do. But, you know, sometimes when you're meeting cheeks, you're having a good time. You just keep going and going and going and going. That happened to me I must have had like 6 or 7 tall boys. I felt like death this morning. I wanted to die. I unironically have 40% of my net worth that isn't our fund. You have 40% in Dave? Am I an imbecile? I think you're you're not stupid, Andrew. You're a CPA, okay? So I respect that. I probably got a higher score in the exam. But you're not stupid. Are you being kind of a clown? I think you are, Andrew, okay? 40% of your portfolio in Dave. Now, if you don't know what Dave is, people, Dave is a company that does payday loans. It's like a newer, more evolved form of payday loans. Basically, you download the app and they use AI to analyze your cash flow. And if you're low on money, they'll basically lend you money, right? And then you pay it back. It's a payday loan. But they're freaking grifters, okay? You know what these clowns did? Back in the day, they requested that people tip them, right? Imagine a payday lender asking for a tip for a payday lender. And they had this little manipulating grift thing going on where they had this like Latina child, and they said, oh, some of your tip goes to feed children. And if you lowered the tip, it would show the girl, but she would have food or something, but the food would be less and less the more you reduce the tip. And I think if you did no tip, it was something like the girl was crying or looking hungry or something. It was the most manipulative, disgusting crap I've ever seen. Okay? It's just ugh. Now, the company can be profitable, obviously. People are struggling. More and more people are getting shoved out of the middle class. Inflation is affecting lower income people. And a lot of people need short-term loans. And that's where Dave steps in. Unfortunately, a lot of people gets trapped in the cycle of payday loans and debt. I think that's gross, okay? That's just the nature of the beast. And obviously, Dave wants that. They want you sucked in. They want you to have to constantly pay off freaking their loans. And basically, you have to be constantly in debt paying them and giving them freaking tips. I think they got rid of the tips because they got in trouble for that. But, I mean, management has shown that they're grifters. They're freaking grifters. They really are. I mean, my objection, 40%, dude. 40%? Dude, that's crazy. What's wrong with you? What? Like 5%? Okay. 40% of your net worth in one stock. How much money you I'm sure you have plenty of money, dude. Like, why are we gambling 40% of our net worth on one stock? You're a madman. You're insane. Yes, that is way too high. Okay. Now, of course, he's probably going to get super rich from this. But if anything happens with Dave, your cheeks are going to be mincemeat. You're going to be exterminated. 40%. Yeah. This is what I say. I mean, people can they can make money for years and years and years in the stock market, right? And then they get really cocky. And then one year they go all in this one stock. It's like, man, I'm really good. I got this. They put a massive position in a stock because they think they're super geniuses. And then that stock collapses for whatever freaking reason because they can come out of nowhere. And then they get their cheeks clapped. So that's unfortunately the potential risk that you're taking here. Even if you've done extremely well over the past 5, 6, 7 years, how long you've been investing, 40% in Dave, if this stock gets clooped, if this stock gets clapped, you're going to get freaking annihilated. But hey, you'll have a lot of tax loss harvest, bro. You have a lot of carryovers, bro. So yes, you are a disgusting degenerate. Jesus, what the hell's going on with these people? I mean, 5%, whatever, that's fine. 40, no. Who is Dave? I just explained it. Beater Stocks is a CPA. Oh, he is? I didn't know that. I have 18%. 18%! God, you people are degenerates. I'm sure it's in VT. I'm sure it's 0.01% of VT. I don't think being a CPA makes you smart. No, I mean, I think you have to have a slightly above average IQ. You don't have to be a genius to be a CPA. And obviously, it doesn't necessarily translate into investment success. But obviously, it helps out with business, stuff like that. It helps in your personal life. And it helps you identify total clown stocks. But it doesn't necessarily translate into outperformance in the stock market. That's true. MasterCard is so misunderstood. Bro, Nvda is so misunderstood, bro. Yeah. I got shares of Nvda, bro. You ever heard of Nvda before, bro? It's only the top stock in the index, bro. In taxable account. Well, that's good. I mean, can you even buy Dave in your 401k? That's because back in the day, paying was 100% optional. You only had to pay if you wanted to expedite the payment. Yeah, because they're basically locked in. They're basically in their bank account. So, I mean, I could see the bull case. I could see it. Okay. But still, 40%, that's crazy. Payday lenders like to say just the tip. Oh, yeah. They give you more than the tip. They're balls deep. The dark patterns of the tipping was pretty messed up. I was laughing. It was so crazy. Super OP business model. I am a degen. I know this. My wife will peg me if anything goes. Just don't tell her, bro. Can she see your accounts? So I'll probably get maybe you like that stuff. I don't know. If day goes up, I win. If it goes down, I get tax loss harvest. You can't lose, bro. You can't lose. If Dave goes bankrupt, that's just more taxes you could write off, bro. What can possibly go wrong? I wish the market would crumble because I'm definitely tax loss harvesting. I found the perfect ETF. It's called SPGM. It's basically VT. It's but it's not exactly VT. But it's got a 0.09% expense ratio. And it's basically a total world. It's got I think 3,000 stocks. It's the perfect tax loss harvest. Perfect. It's high, it's super correlated with VT. It's basically VT. So if the market dropped 50%, I could take all of my taxable accounts, sell it all, immediately buy SPGM, and save a ton of taxes. And then the really cool thing is when you're older and retired, assuming they still have the 0% capital gains rate, you can actually sell it and pay 0 capital gains. So you can take the loss now, $3,000 per year, and then net out any gains. And in the future, when you're selling it, depending on your income in the future, you could actually sell it at 0% capital gains. So it is pretty beneficial as long as you play it right. You have 8 individual stocks in the individual account. Most good boy. I'm proud of you. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't even buy individual stocks in my 401k. I have a pretty good 401k. It's not bad. I mean, it's got super low expense ratio. I have the S&P 500 and I have like a total international. They're super cheap. That's all I have in there. They don't have a total US, but they do have a S&P 500. Adobe ISK. What is ISK? 1500 ISK to USD. Oh, Icelandic krona. Krona. You're from Iceland. Are you 6'5", chiseled jaw, blonde with big, delicious, bulging Viking muscles? All right. Well, he gave me almost $12. Wow. Must be printing tindies up there in Iceland. Okay. Before we get into that, I think I'll be good with Spoogum. I call it Spoogum. I think I'll be good with that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and check out. I'm actually a fan of Adobe. Okay. I'm not buying the stock, but like if I was going to buy an individual stock, I'd probably put like some feelers into Adobe. So I guess Adobe's selling off because there's so much competition in AI, blah, 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 blah. Right. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are still going to use a lot of their tools. Like, even if you're an artist and you use AI to generate a picture, the picture that's generated isn't always exactly what you want. Like when I do thumbnails with AI, I have to do it over and over and over again until it gives me the freaking thumbnail that I want. And even half the time, I'm not even happy with the final product. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's not. So if I was like a graphic artist, maybe I'd use AI to help generate parts of a picture or most of the picture, but then I'd have to use another tool to touch it up to make it look extra good. Because if it isn't exactly what you want, you got to keep typing in the prompt. It's a freaking pain. So I think like a lot of the tools that Adobe provides, I think are still going to be used. I mean, I could be wrong, but the stock, it's hasn't done too hot. It has not done too hot. So let's see. It's got a PE ratio of 19 and a forward PE of 13. So they're a forward PE of 13. That's guiding for not much growth. Okay, that's basically implying that the company's not growing. So I guess the market's pricing in that they're going to get their cheeks freaking clapped by AI. And I think Adobe can also get into the AI space. I mean, historically, their revenue's been growing at a healthy clip. Last quarter grew almost 11% year over year. Insane freaking margins. Look at that. Almost 30% profit margins, 35% free cash flow margins. Earnings per share last quarter grew at 11% year over year. Buying back shares at a massive freaking clip. Do we even need to look at the balance sheet? I'm sure they have a great balance sheet. Almost $6 billion in cash and short-term investments. Short-term debt of $9.2 billion, of which $6.3 billion is unearned revenue. So they're still getting payments up. People are still signing up for the software. They're paying for a year in advance or something. Unearned revenue that it's earned over the year. Long-term unearned revenue. It's like everything seems fine from the past. So really the only bet that you're making is that you're betting the market is overreacting to the fears of AI disrupting their business model. That's it. Because when you look at all the metrics, right, and assuming they continue into the future, 11% EPS growth, almost 11% revenue growth, buying back shares like freaking crazy. It looks pretty good, okay? I'd rather buy something like if I was going to buy an individual stock, I'd probably consider potentially putting some feeler money into it. Would I go all in? Absolutely not. But I just don't buy. I could be wrong. I don't buy this company's completely cooked because of AI, my hot guy. But I could be wrong, okay? But I feel very positively about Adobe. I mean, like a 13 forward PE for a company growing EPS at 11% year over year. But you got to ask yourself, is AI really going to cook it? Price operating cash flow of 13. Price to free cash flow of just under 14. PEG ratio under 1. Woo! So, I mean, maybe it's a value trap. I don't know. But I'd rather buy something like this than MicroStrategy or some other stupid stock. Okay. This has potential. We'll see what happens. Okay. Personally, I'm not buying this individually, but I would consider it. Like, yeah, I'll put in 1%, 2%, see what happens. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go all in, obviously, but I feel positively about Adobe. I don't think they're going anywhere. I could be wrong, but I don't think they are. So, not the worst stock in the world. Okay. Smallest currency in the world, the krona. Yes, I got kronas. I would like to go to Iceland. It'd be nice. I'd go in the summer though. I don't know. It's probably freaking cold in the summer too. Is that gap PE or normalized? Thought gap PE was higher. I'm honestly not sure. I mean, obviously, if you look at how fast it's growing, at least historically, revenues and earnings per share, and then you look at the valuation, it's like the market's pricing in issues, basically. The bear sentiment isn't much different than the bear sentiment on AI destroying Google search. Yeah, I kind of agree. You're a smart man. You'll be okay. It's only 40%. I got 40% in grab and 40% in Addy. In assist. Asked. As long as you don't do 100%. Yeah, it's only 40% of your portfolio, bro. What could go wrong? It drops by half. Your cheeks will be bleeding. That's a lot of money. Warren Buffett said he was younger. He would go all in, even have 40. I don't care what Warren Buffett would do. Because you could be wrong. There's a chance you're wrong. 40%? 40%. That's crazy. DH1993, fake alias won't listen to us, unfortunately. You're not listening. You're not listening, bro. Most AI is honestly, but yeah, I mean, sometimes it creates really good thumbnails. And sometimes it's freaking garbage. And then, like when I use Grok to make the shorts, sometimes they're really good. And other times, like, I'll tell Grok to make the person say something, and it'll just come out as gibberish. Like, and it's like, this has some work to do. It's not quite there yet. Market is saying that Adobe is a seat-based and seats will be replaced by AI, so terminal value is lower. I don't fully agree, but market gets hyper-focused on idiosyncratic things. To be fair, that's survivorship bias with Buffett. Maybe I'm Buffett. Maybe I'm Bill Wayne. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the market's 100% wrong, pound the table, but that's a bet I'd potentially be willing to make. DH1993, the market should be down. Corruption and fraud is propping it up. Look, I don't know when it ends. I don't know when it ends. Like, if the big tech companies keep growing their revenues like crazy and all their operating cash flow keeps growing like crazy, and they can afford to just pile all this money into the AI capex, this could go on for a long freaking time. It's kind of like, I think of it like Tesla. Elon Musk is always promising something. Oh, next year, bro. Next year, we're going to have this. And it works. His stock keeps going up. The same thing could happen with all these hyperscalers and all this capex. Like, oh, next year, bro, we're going to have AI, bro. Trust me, bro. Next year, we're going to have AGI, bro. And the market could just keep going up on that promise. Look at Tesla stock. That's the only reason that stock is trading where it's at, is the promise of the future. And the market could do that for years. For years. So I don't know when it freaking ends. And maybe it all works out. And maybe all these companies with all this capex will start printing future profits. That's possible too. I don't know. There's no reason not to have index funds in retirement. I don't know what you people are going on. Yeah, retirement accounts, I wouldn't mess around with those. Like, if you want to buy individual stocks or whatever, just do it in a Robinhood or something. But retirement accounts, you shouldn't be playing around with those. Wish I could tip my bank. Yeah. I tip everybody, bro. I tip my water company. Man, my bath water was extra hot. Oh, is there a way I can tip you? Just leave $20 in the ATM when you withdraw. Yeah, whenever I need a 20, I always withdraw 40. That's funny. Let me check Venmo. Nobody wants a Venmo today. Everybody wants a super chat. I try to save you guys money. It's a win-win, and nobody wants the Venmo, man. It's so odd. So unusual. So weird. I guess people hate saving money. Must be a bunch of Americans in the chat. That's what index funds are. Turds. That's not nice, Gil. Honestly, if you look at the S&P equal weight, that's what people think the market should be doing. How has the equal weight done? Let's go look at the equal. What is the equal weight? Equal weight S&P 500 ETF. This is the dumbest investment in the world. I'm going to weight Nvda at the same weight as MicroStrategy. Okay, so it's up. Wow, that's awful. That's not. This is why you should market cap weight. This is the most degenerate thing ever. It just completely ignores everything. Everything gets an equal weight, bro. It doesn't matter how profitable the company is or its future prospects. Everything gets an equal weight. This is like stock market communism, basically. 5 years, it's up 52.4%. And then Max, I mean, it's done well, but I'm sure there's lots of transaction costs too. Yeah, not a fan of the equal weights. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a total world market cap weight, investable market cap weight kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of poopy. Fundamentals has no meaning. I have my TSP in the G fund cooling. I don't know about that, man. I mean, the way I see it, I'm 36. I can't even access it till I'm 59 and a half. I'm not going to even pull it all out when I'm 59 and a half. I may not even take money out at all. Why try to time the market in when you have that much room, that much time? I don't time the market in my 401k. I just believe it. Oh, we got a Venmo. Mr. J, he wants to cover highly on. Mr. J. Thank you, Mr. J. All right, let's go check on Hot Guy Leon. Hot Guy Leon. Buy my course, bro. Let's see, are we sharing? Yep. All right, let's go look at High Leon. This freaking turd. 166. $292 million market cap. How much cash do they have on the balance sheet? Look at the cash. God. They've definitely slowed down their cash burn. So basically, Hyliion, their whole plan is because their little stupid truck failed. Now they're doing that stupid Decarno generator. So they bought a generator from GE, and they're trying to secure a bunch of government contracts to basically sell all these freaking generators. Okay. And they're basically a pre-revenue. Like, have they generated any revenue? What was their most recent cash burn? All right, so they burned $10 million last quarter in operating cash flow, and they spent another $10 million on capital. Damn, they are ramping up capital expenditures. They burned $20 million in a quarter, and their balance sheet, they have $10 million. Have they issued? That's weird. Okay, so yeah, they sold short-term ads. Hold on a minute. That's weird. So cash and short-term investments dropped by $3 million. Oh, somebody's calling me right now. Can't talk, bro. But they burned $10 million in operations, and they spent $10 million on capital expenditure, but they sold $23 million of investments. That's just... Is this wrong? I'm not seeing how this adds up. Yeah, that's... Oh, they sold long-term investments. I'm like, where did the cash come from? Okay, so they're selling off these long-term investments. So they got 60 million of long-term investments and 105 million of liquid investment of short-term cash equivalent short-term investments, et cetera, et cetera. So they're cannibalizing all of their assets and plowing $10 million into capital assets. They're going to have to do eventually. I mean, they're going to have to do a capital raise. I mean, look at the revenue's garbage, $759,000. Seriously? $13 million loss. This company's such a joke. Let's go see their most recent news. Any new announcements? The Carno. Investors. I'm seeing if they have any new news that came out. Hyliion demonstrates dynamic fuel switching. Oh, they demonstrated their generator, bro. Wow. So bullish. Well, where's the contracts, bro? Where's all that sweet government revenue, bro? They announced a successful demonstration of dynamic fuel switching. The system transitioned between natural gas and propane while under load. I mean, the whole sales pitch of this generator is that it can take a bunch of different types of fuel, maintaining continuous power without interruption, shutdown, or hardware changes. That's interesting. You better hope the government starts plowing money into this company, and you better hope it happens soon, because their cash balance and their assets are rapidly dwindling. They have any debt? Nope. Just leases and expenses. Okay. Nope. Still a freaking turd. No news. Nothing. No new contracts. Nothing. Where's the stock trading at? Look at this. Oh, boy. That's hilarious. Oh, we got another Venmo. Mr. E. Well, I need to go pee-pee. I'm going to go winkle-dinkle. And then we'll cover what this dude sent me. Did we get any new super chats? No, we did not. All right. Let me go winky-dinky. And then we'll get on to this next one.
Man, fuck Jeremy LaFave. I think it's time we put his channel in the grave. Dude is such a clown. Dude's the biggest meme. Planet 13 got him having wet dreams. The only thing he made his to the next was his mortgage. He's gonna have to sell his Teslas in his storage. Tesla, man, admit you got lucky. Your morals are yucky. $60 monthly from some sucker in Kentucky, making a few thousand monthly. You think robbing people of their savings is funny? Financial education, more like chronic masturbation. Fuck that noise, listen to my proclamation. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. BT, my BT. Fuck Win Resort. More like Lose Resort. Tattoo chef, elf on a shelf. Suck a dick. Corsair. Your bitch got coarse hair. Yeah.
Perfect timing, as always. All right. The next one is AMTM. I love this Venmo idea. I am a freaking genius. I am the true master grifter. Could you imagine if I actually really wanted to grift? Oh my God, I'd be so freaking rich. Woo! All right. AMTM. What in oblivion is this? Momentum Holdings. It's got a market cap of $6 billion. Are we sharing? It's got a market cap of $6 billion on trailing revenue of $12 billion. Wow, that's low valuation, bro. It's got net income of $52 million. Who's texting me? Oh, whatever. All right. Forward PE of 10. That's a very low forward PE. Why? It's up 17% on the day. What's going on here? Okay, let's read about it. Amentum wins U.S. Air Force contract worth almost $1 billion to modify the MQ-9 unmanned aerial system. Amentum Holdings provides engineering and technology solutions to the U.S. and allied government agencies. It offers supporting programs of critical national importance across a diverse sector. It offers a range of capabilities, including environmental and climate sustainability. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's doing well under Trump. Intelligence and counter threat solutions, data fusion and analytics. Okay, they do a lot of stuff. Let's go check out the website. Are they in nuclear, bro? Are they in nuclear, bro? Advancing the nuclear resurgence. They deliver complex nuclear solutions across the nuclear lifestyle. There are expansive, seems like a lot of people are getting interested in nuclear power again. Because, like, you think about AI and all the data centers, right? They need power. And so far, it's been a pretty significant strain on the power grid. You notice electricity prices are going up precipitously. Yeah, that's because of data centers, okay? So, obviously, we're going to look into more ways to generate electricity. And nuclear doesn't seem that bad. I mean, there's obviously some risks. Go ask Japan. But it could definitely benefit because we need power. AI, bro. I need to make memes, bro. Amentum is working with clients around the world on nuclear new build programs for gigawatt, small modular, and advanced reactors, helping our clients provide a secure. Okay, so they're getting into nuclear. Let's see what else they do. Space systems. Digital transformation. Man, they are all over the place. Let's read about this new freaking thing that they did. They won basically $1 billion contract to modernize the MQ-9 unmanned aerial system. They've been awarded the remotely piloted maintenance support contract by the Air Force Air Combat Command with a ceiling value of up to $995 million. The MQ-9 Reaper is an essential unmanned aerial system. All right. They're designed to ensure the MQ-9 Reaper remains a formidable force in complex dynamic environments. Yeah, that's government speak. Our experience delivering enhanced mission capabilities in MQ-9 unique operational constructs offers innovative versatility and efficiency to meet the U.S. Air Force's evolving mission needs. Amentum will deploy specialized professionals, weapons loading strategies, and aerospace ground system solutions in the U.S. to reinforce combat readiness and training capabilities. All right. And it has an ordering period of 5 years. So let's see what their revenue was before. So, I mean, the forward PE is 10. I mean, that's pricing in not much growth. So, I mean, obviously the stock vertical line because of the contract, but I think that definitely priced it in. Okay. So we can see that revenue has absolutely exploded, but it's probably a contract. So it doesn't mean it's just going to keep going up like that. I mean, if you win a contract, yeah, your revenue could massively go up 1 year. If you lose a contract, your revenue could go down. Very low margin business. Look at this, 10%. Yeah, operating margin 3%, 2%, 3%. Profit basically doesn't make any profits. Free cash flow margin. This is a very low margin business there, bucko. Only takes 1 or 2 problems, and they're losing money. All right. Free cash flow per share is basically flat. Earnings per share all over the place. Had pretty significant losses a couple of years ago. Let's look at their cash flow. Okay, generally positive. Divestitures. What do they sell off? How much interest are they paying on their debt? Yeah, they're ooh. That debt is eating them alive. Look at this. So their operating income in the most recent quarter was $117 million, and they paid $88 million in interest expense. So roughly 75% of the operating income went to the debt holders. 75%. A couple quarters ago, Q4 2024, they had $105 million of interest. So let's see what their interest expense. I mean, it's been going slightly down, but that interest is eating up a lot of their operating income. So it's almost better to be a bondholder than a shareholder. Okay, issuing tons of shares. I mean, what do they do? Let's see. Yeah, I mean they're paying off debt, so their interest expense is dropping, but it's not. It's still eating up a huge portion of their profits. Okay, they got $738 million of cash, mostly from that divestiture, whatever they sold. Current assets, $3.4 million or billion, excuse me. Current liabilities, $2 billion. So they got some liquidity. God, look at this goodwill. So roughly half of their assets are intangible, just from acquisitions. Half. So their long-term assets is mostly goodwill and intangibles. And they got a lot of debt, man. That's not good. I mean, they paid off a little bit, but they're struggling with debt. The biggest risk to this company is the freaking debt. Okay, they need to pay that off. That is not good. That is destroying their profits. So, okay, oh yeah, they got a contract, bro. It's up 17%, bro. That's the market pricing in the new contract. Okay, I mean, like what alpha are you going to get now? Yeah, this just got listed too. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty big debt burden. That's a little concerning. I mean, think about it from the perspective of a common stockholder. You're basically getting like a fraction of the profits because it's all going to the bondholders. It's a little concerning. So, not a huge fan of this, to be honest. They are very debt laden, very concerning. Mm. Woo! Ugh. What else? All right, we might close this up shortly. I'm going to take a bath, I think. Any last comments? Any last super chats? Any last Venmos? We'll do a couple other member comments. Mm-hmm. I heard that all the investment in data centers for AI are upside down in their loans. The data center tech depreciates far faster than the loan matures. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. In this day, it's not worth it to get into index funds. No, you need to buy ASST instead. I'll never touch one again. Okay. Mr. DH is bored. I'm so sorry. Go watch Jeremy. Oh. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. Pretty good haul today. Crypto Panther, Mr. Canadian Grifter here, James, Sasha, Andrew, Golofs. That is a very Icelandic name. And then we got 2 Venmos from 2 Kings. Well, that's it. Everybody like, subscribe. Consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation with me. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes for your tax preparation, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. Cheers.